want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. The Sooners will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Florida's offense will go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Janging on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Power football with the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing. They're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. We got to do it again today.
The Gators are flying down the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Quickly to the tight end. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the option. Now the toss. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my court.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Gator!
Man, great first drive by this offense capped off, third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Sooners offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Snagged out of the air. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Sooners will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. To the air, it's Berry. Catch in the middle, it's Aguilar. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Under fire. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Powers through the defender. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. And Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. It's caught. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. With the run on first and goal. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's second and goal from the 7. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone. Touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Aguilar. Tackled there by the defense.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Back to pass, it's Sperry. Grab near the marker, it's McFadden. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
It's complete to the left. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Rush is on him. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And see this a lot. Fourth down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big fourth down.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Booth. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On the run, still looking. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Berry. Got his man. Ace to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Gators look to do some damage in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. 3rd down play from the gun. Bringing the heat. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit.
Turning it on! Whoa, that shoulder delivers the blow. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. To the air on first down. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They're working that left side. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he's going to bring it out. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got.
The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one. They're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Fighting off the defender. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Going for the big play. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On target to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but
there he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
How about about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not bad.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sooners! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Sperry. That's caught. It's Aguilar. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. To throw again. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Dances away. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Going to swing it on second down. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the run, it's Booth. Gets it past the marker. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Banks. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Wide open downfield. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Gators with the 1st and 10. On the move, it's Booth. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Using his feet to buy time. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Now the pitch. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're trying to slam it in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Off the play fake. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. FIU has clawed its way to this lead. They say the best teams in football treat road games like business trips, and this group is on the verge of closing this deal.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side.
They're trailing by just 4 to FIU. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
It's picked off. That's number 10.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake.
Trying to take it back.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
He'll pitch it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. So with the late lead, they're ready to just